This is a matchup I've been waiting for a long, long time. Really, since I started playing NBA Street. And the reason for that is I wanted, there's been a lot of talk lately with Scottie Pippen and Shaq. There's Jordan going up at the top of Shaq with a nice left-handed dunk. Scottie Pippen and Shaq on Instagram talking about who would win out of the top, the all-time Lakers team versus the all-time Bulls team. Jordan chimed in today saying that he thought the all-time Bulls team would kill them. That's all well and good. But today, we get to play it. We get to play it on NBA Street. Now, obviously, the matchups aren't quite the same. I got Scottie Pippen from the Blazers. He's not quite as good. I've got Alonzo Mourning, different player from, say, a Dennis Rodman. But Jordan versus Kobe, that's a sweet matchup. And Shaq's in there at his absolute prime. So we will see what's going to happen. There's Scottie with a nice move, dishing it to MJ. tough, quick release fadeaway over the top of Kobe. And now the ball comes back up. So they've got Derek Fisher as well, which was surprising at that point. You got to remember, this is, March 2001? And they... He'd been injured all season, and he wasn't a starter the year before. It was Ron Harper who was the starter the year before. So it's kind of interesting that that's one hell of a move. I don't know what happened there. It was just like a bomb went off, and both Kobe and Fisher exploded backwards. That was funny. But yeah, so Derek Fisher had really, I wouldn't say little impact, but he didn't start a whole lot of games. He started in '98. He was actually a starter in '98 and in '99. But that for limited time, because he was also sharing that role with Nick Van Exel and Derek Harper. But he was, I'm still surprised that they put him in over, say, Robert Horry, who wasn't a starter either. But he would have been good for this environment. Athletic, big guy who can shoot threes and can defend as well. Regardless, let's talk about this matchup. So we got Derek Fisher getting blocked, but able to get the boards. Still struggling with these offensive rebounds on my end. Scottie, nice move. I'm also noticing that a lot too, though. After I make the move, I'm getting stuck on the player that's on the ground. It's hard to sort of get over the top of them. I guess that's realistic. You can't just sort of clip your way through them like in other games like 2K. Sweet move by Kobe. He's throwing it up off the backboard and is able to finish it. Jordan up against Kobe, but he gives it right back to him. Oh, I love it. It's great. MJ and Bryant, that would have been so much fun, because really this version of Jordan it's kind of a hybrid, because Jordan's game evolved. He wasn't as good, he started off really flashy, athleticism, all that good stuff. He had to, that's a big dunk by Shaq. He had to really develop his jump shot. Like, he had a decent jumper coming in. People think that he was just like, I don't know, a player without a J. And there's Scottie with a game breaker, but I'm hesitant to use it. Able to shake off Kobe and then just pull up for it, though, with Fisher just standing still. And that's big, as I've got a 10-5 lead. But getting back to Jordan, Jordan had a good enough jump shot, right? But still, players were backing off him. And big dunk by Shaq again. There's not much I can do about that. Shaq is huge in this game. Look at the body, the player model for him. He's absolutely monstrous. He's getting dunked on a lot too, which is funny. But getting back to Jordan, it wasn't until really the 90s that he started to develop a J, but they've given him his jump shot really from his second three-peat, which is when he came back from baseball. But they've given him his athleticism from really his first three-peat, which is when he was at his peak, in my opinion. So it's kind of like a hybrid Jordan, like he's getting the best of both worlds, which is all well and good because it makes him like even more unstoppable. But getting unstoppable, he just gets absolutely swatted by Kobe. Now I've got to get a shot up here. It's not going to work though, as he goes up for the dunk and he misses it. Actually, no, he doesn't miss it. The shot clock expired in the middle of that animation, so he had to pull it back down. Alonzo hasn't done a hell of a lot in this game. I would have loved to have used Dennis Rodman. In hindsight, I probably should have taken Tony Kukoc from the Hawks after I played them way back when. But so I could have had an all Bulls team versus an all Lakers team. But Alonzo, he's getting played in a Dennis Rodman type role. Also, in hindsight, I probably should have, if I wasn't going to use Kukoc, I probably should have kept Biggs. Remember that big British guy, the first boss battle. He would have been able to do the Dennis Rodman role pretty good as well. The Lakers, they're down by 4, and they're right on their game breaker. And I haven't done a hell of a lot since establishing that 5-point lead. They've been able to cut it down to a 4-point lead. Jordan with a nice tip dunk is back up to that 5-point lead. But in terms of trick points, I haven't done anything. So if they're successful with getting a 4-point swing on their game breaker, I make a 3-pointer. I'll be in all sorts of trouble, especially if I just let Derek Fisher waddle down the court and hit an uncontested 3. That was pretty dumb. That was a big dunk by Jordan. I was expecting Shaq to knock him out of the air there, but he didn't. Shaq is just massive. Look at the size difference between Shaq and Jordan in this game. That's incredible. Fisher, I've never seen that before. I've never seen them initiate a game breaker and then not use it on that possession. And that's exactly what happened there. So I'm dribbling the ball down the court, knowing that if I use the entire 24, even if they get the board, they will have limited time to use it. Jordan puts up a 363 as a shot clock violation because it was blocked at the last second. Kobe, quick move. I couldn't do anything about that. I couldn't have did that up any better. Pippen was right in his face too. They got a lead now, 12-13. This is getting good. And waiting for the ball to come in. Inbound it, please. Jordan's not happy. He's going to take it to the basket and dunk it on Fisher. One of the disadvantages I had in this is because I absolutely had to run Pippen along with Jordan. Now, if I didn't have a big man, it would have been Pippen on Shaq, which is just too big of a matchup in a 3-on-3 situation. But if I didn't have that, then Pippen was going to be on Kobe because of Derek Fisher. I would have loved to have had Kobe up against Jordan the entire game. Big block by Kobe on Jordan, actually. That was monstrous. And the unable to hit the 3 in transition by Fisher. And it leads to a Jordan dunk, and it's 14 all. I'm ahead on the trick points, so I'm a little bit closer towards a game breaker. But 1 or 2 big combinations, which this team is totally capable, especially with Shaq and Kobe. And they'll be right back there. Big block, leads it down to Alonzo. I think that's Alonzo's first dunk of the game. It's 15-14 now. I did pick Alonzo over the other guys. I could have gone with Duncan, but Alonzo was drafted number 2 overall behind Shaq. And they've had a bit of a rivalry their entire career, although it hasn't been close, but that's just how dominant Shaq was. 15 all now. Ball's coming in. And now it's up to Alonzo. And I want to just get rid of it because I wanted either Pippen or Jordan to be doing it. Facial dunk, Shaq just standing there and just, cowering as Jordan posterized him. Here's Kobe back the other way, and he does the same to Alonzo. At least Alonzo isn't cowering though. That was different. Pippen, nice move, spin move, dunks at home. 17-16. Trick points are building up, and I'm getting closer to that game breaker, which could be the difference in this. I was tempted to let Shaq shoot that jumper. He bricks it, but big board by Zoe. Back down the other way, Jordan. See, once again gets caught up in that, but he still is able to hit it. So he's about to go in for the dunk, but just whatever reason, he decides to shoot a fadeaway. It's all well and good. 18-16, 2-point lead. Game breaker's not that far off. So I've assumed control again. Big combination by Shaq and Kobe there with the alley-oop. And Jordan back the other way, he's able to dunk it. So action is picking up quite significantly. 19-17. I've only got 2 buckets to go, and this will probably be the toughest game that I've got in terms of the non-boss battles. I don't know what's in store for me in the final boss battle, but big shot though by was that Fisher or Kobe? I can't remember. I'll assume it was Kobe, and then Kobe steals it. They can finish it here, but instead they'll go for the dunk, and then all of a sudden they're up by 1, and they're closer to a game breaker. This has got really quickly. Jordan now dribbling the ball, trying to get something going. Nothing's really happening. Crossing up, gives it up to Pippen. Pippen puts it up, and it rolls in. 2-point. Win by 2 now, and I'm slightly closer. I can't give up a 3. Jordan clutch steal on Kobe. But then Kobe steals it right back. This is amazing. And then gives it up to Shaq in the corner. I'll let him go in for the dunk. They're so close to the game breaker. I've got to be able to get the game breaker on this possession and then hit a 3 and then finish it. That's exactly what I've got to do. Shaq's on me. Nearly there. Now I've got it. Now Jordan has to finish this. Jordan up against Kobe, makes him fall. Kobe can't get back up. Jordan goes up. He's not blocked. That shot will go in. It does go in and the game is over. 22-19. That was incredible. That was fun. I wish I could play that again. I should be able to play it again so I can get Shaq. I want both of them. But I'll have to. I'll pick up Kobe.
Oh my, now that was street ball at its finest, player. These guys showed up to play today, that's for sure.